Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. Hope everybody is having a good Easter today. Hope you are spending some time with your family. I know that I am. I thought I would make a quick video today. And remember, this is not financial advice. This is just the way that I see the market. So as usual, we're going to start out on the weekly time frame on Bitcoin. For those of you that have never watched one of my videos and are just tuning in, I want to go over what I'm looking for. As you can see in the prior bull run, we never broke the 21 MA, and we also never broke the 50 in the RSI. When we went up into the 90s and we came back down, we never broke the 50. When we did, that's when the bear market started. A couple videos back, I talk about topping structures. That's a good video to watch. I'm not going to go over it in this video again because I've went over it several times of what to look for. So over here, we're making higher highs in price and we're making lower highs on the RSI, which leads me to believe there's a good chance that this weekly RSI could reset, and we need to hold the 50 when that happens. Also on the market cipher indicator, we never got a blue wave to the bottom on the weekly. Over here, we have yet to get a blue wave to the bottom. Moving on to the daily time frame, we have the same thing happening in RSI. We're creating these lower highs and we created higher highs. The only exception right now is this one, but we have to see what happens here. If you don't know what this indicator is, it's called the TDI indicator. It is my go-to indicator. I have a free strategy in the link below. On the daily time frame, we had bullish divergence and a reset on the daily, and that is what caused this push up. So that was a really good buy signal right there for a long. Okay, so now let's talk about the correction that we're in. In my prior videos, I said that I feel like that this is a top of the third, this is a fourth, this is a fifth, which is the top of a higher degree third. And we're looking for a higher degree fourth. Now, it is either complete, this higher degree fourth, or it's not complete. And we're going to talk about that. So we're going to go on down to, let's see, 6 hours, see if we can see it well. Okay. Let me bring this on down so we can get a really good look at it. Okay, so I have the waves already drawn in of what I'm thinking on a bearish and bullish scenario, because there's always two. There's always a bearish scenario of what can happen, and there's always a bullish. But even in this case, the bearish scenario is still bullish. Okay, because I feel like we're in a fourth wave with a fifth to go. So let me explain this as easy as possible. And we'll start with the bullish scenario first. So as I said, this was the top of the fifth, and we're looking for a fourth. The bullish scenario, well, there's actually two, but we'll start with the first one. First bullish scenario is this could be a wave one, a wave two, and we're starting a wave three. That's one bullish scenario. The other bullish scenario is that this correction here in white that I'm drawing was a running flat, and then this is the start of the fifth wave. And we're going to get a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Okay? Oops. So those are the two bullish options. So for this one, where this was a running flat, and this is the start of something, the invalidation, complete invalidation for that is breaking this low right here in red. We break this low, and this being a wave one start of something is off the table. Okay? Same with this being a wave one and a wave two. We break this low. This being a wave one and a wave two is off the table. So for both bullish scenarios, this is the low to watch. And if you can't see that, it is right at 50,360 on Bitstamp. Okay. Now let's talk about the bearish, which is not really bearish. So there's a couple of ways that we can get there, but the basic idea is that we are coming up into this expanded B pocket. Now, if we go past this 1.618, this bearish option is off the table. This is the go past here, and it's off the table. We can even come up into this area, but we cannot, I don't want to see us touch this 1.618. So we have room to go here. We do have room for another high and still come into this expanded B, and then we get another leg down. So the easiest way to explain is that in the middle here, we have 3 waves to the upside for a W, 3 waves to the downside for an X, and most likely 3 waves to the upside for a Y. And that's the middle, with the overall correction being a W and X, and then we get a Y to the downside. I cannot project this Y until this is complete. This could be the end of it, or we've got another little kick to the high. Now this is the bearish scenario. Now once we create this Y, that's when we take off for the 5th wave. So even though it's a bearish scenario, it's not really bearish, because I feel like we have another wave up. At least another wave up, if not more. Let's look at the indicators and see if there's anything it's telling us here. Nothing really of significance on the 6 hour. I'm not seeing bearish. I'm not really seeing bullish here. 6 hours trying to get over the 50. Remember, everything above 50 is bullish. Everything below 50 is bearish. So once we cross the 50 mark is when you really see green candles to the upside. On the 4 hour, has reset itself on the 30. So we do have a little bit of bullish divergence here, just because The RSI has reset much faster than price. And it's trying to kick off. And it needs to get over the 50 mark. Is what it needs to do. Otherwise, it's going to reject down and roll over again. So that's about all there is to say about Bitcoin. That's the bullish and the bearish scenario that I see. ETH is pretty much exactly almost the same. I see this as a third, a fourth, and this was the top of the fifth, which I feel is a higher degree third, just like Bitcoin. And we're looking for our higher degree fourth. Now, same exact scenario as in, and we'll start with the bullish. This is either a wave 1, a wave 2, and we have started our wave 3 here, which needs to come up and hit the 1.618, and then we get a fourth and a fifth. That is the first bullish option. Or, same as Bitcoin, we created a running flat here, which we came shy in ETH of hitting the 618, which is the minimum requirement for a running flat. We did front run that. That's one thing I don't like about it. And then this is the start of a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same as Bitcoin. Invalidation would be to break this low. Complete invalidation. We come into the top of this A wave here, which we came very close. That to me is an invalidation. Because this wave 3 should not come into this wave 1 before it completes. Okay, that's the bullish. Let's talk about the bearish. Oops. I'm going to take this off here just for visualization so you can see better. So the same thing with ETH. We're watching this expanded B pocket. So what you could have here is an A, a B, and a C to the upside. And I put it basically as high as it can go. Okay, it can definitely stop here. I'm just putting it as high as I want to see it go. So basically we create an ABC in the middle. That turns into an A to the downside, B up into the expanded B pocket. We come down for a C. That's our fourth wave. And then we take off for our fifth. In the bearish scenario on both Bitcoin and ETH, what we don't want to see happen is this C leg, if this bearish scenario pans out, and this is what happens, we don't want to see this C leg break the bottom of this A. In both Bitcoin and ETH, we want to see this low right here protected. And we want to create higher lows. If this happens, would it be the end of the world? No, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But at that point, this would need to take off in 5 waves. We'd have to see what it does here. We would need to take off in 5 waves. What we don't want to see or happen is some type of connector correction, bear flag, you know, some type of bear flag. Because if that happens, we're going to need a partner for this whole correction to the downside. And that's when it gets ugly, and that's when we start making higher or lower highs and lower lows. But let's not panic about that right now until it happens. Okay, so I'm going to go on over to ADA. I'm going to get on a different exchange. I don't like that one. Let's try this one. Better. Binance seems to have a lot of wicks. A lot of wicks. Okay, so basically with the altcoins, it's the same thing. I feel like we're in a 4th wave. So let's take a look at what we have going on here. Okay. I don't think I charted this one before. Don't think I planned on doing this one, but that's okay. I see this as a connector wave here in the middle. So basically, this would have needed a partner to the downside, which we got. Now let's do a measurement. Hit the 618, which is the minimum requirement, but I don't like how much it went through it. I don't like that. So let's dig into this. I didn't have this one pre-planned. Sorry, guys. So let's take a measurement on this. See where it came to. So it definitely came up high enough. Just shy though. Okay, so this could be the start of something. I'm not leaning that way. And remember, this is just my bias. I'm leaning more that this is an ABC, but I could be wrong. And it could be the start of something. So what are you looking for here? Well, you're looking for it to hold this low. It needs to hold this low. If this is a 1, a 2, a 3 somewhere in here that we can't see, a 4 and a 5, meaning the start of something. We cannot break this low if that's the case. And this seems to be going on a long time for a wave 2. I mean, it has gone on at least 3 to 4 times as long as this. And usually they're about equal, maybe at the most the 1.618. So that's another reason I don't think this is a wave 2. But we can't break the bottom. So what would it be? if we did break the bottom. Most likely it's going to come down into these lower corrective fib levels here. And give us a W, an X, and a Y. And that's going to be our fourth wave. Otherwise, it doesn't break this low. And this is just the longest wave 2 I've seen in a long time. It might even, okay, give us a little ABC up here, higher, before it comes back down. So basically in the middle here, you would have an A. For your Y wave, you'd have an A, a B, and then a C down into that pocket. That's what I would be looking for on ADA. Okay, let's go over to GERT. GERT already had charted. So basically, it's in the fourth wave also. Same bullish and bearish scenarios here. It's either done with its correction. Yep, it hit minimum requirements. So it either completed its correction here for the fourth, and this is the start of something new, and we're on our way. Okay, that's the bullish scenario. With that being said, we cannot break this low. That would be invalidation of this being a wave 1 if we break this low. For this to be the start of something and this correction being a flat and over. Okay? Now, let's talk about the bearish scenario. Bearish scenario is the same as the others. This pocket right here. This could be an A, a B, then we create a C to the upside, and I've put it as high, can come up here into this pocket, then the B comes up into the pocket, and then we get a C down, and then that's our fourth, and then we go. So I hope I made that easy to understand. So this is going to be a little confusing here, because if this is going to go up as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, what you're looking for is a break of this 1.618. So either way, I feel the next move is to the upside. This is the low you don't want to break, right here. This has made bullish divergence right here on the 4 hour. It's going to try to get up over the 50 and go. Moving on to the last one, DOT. DOT is a beauty. Now, with DOT, the only thing you need to watch out for here is the same scenario as this B pocket. Okay? But what will happen is this would turn into an A, which I do not think this is the case, but this is just the bearish scenario first. This would be the B, and we'd come down for a C, creating a running flat here, and then we would go. But the way this looks, so pushing impulsive. Let me go down to a lower time frame and look. Yeah, so this is what it would be. So basically this is either, just like the other ones, an A, a B, and a C, and we are done, and here's our fourth. And this is the start of something new. Okay, and you want to see a break of this 1.618, or what is happening here is we have, well, it doesn't really matter how it goes, but A, B, this is a C wave up into the expanded B pocket, and then what it creates is an A, this is a B, and then we come down for a C. And what you want is a higher low. You want to protect these lows here. This one, and then you go. And this is the fourth here. Those are the two options. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was easy to understand. Don't forget about my giveaway when I reach 1,000 subscribers. And also my website, there's a link to join the Discord. We have a trial offer going on right now. Take advantage of that. And I wish everybody again a wonderful, happy Easter.